How's you going, my son, and welcome back to Magicmaker once again. And in particular, this is going to be a bit of a fan gushy episode because this is an episode where we're going to cover a build I was given by Whoa Constrictor. If you don't know who that is, or at least that's his Steam name, he's one of the dudes responsible for making this game, one of the men of Tasty Studios. So big shout out to him and big thanks to him for giving me this build and this game in general in the first place, or being one of the team responsible for this game, I should say. It was a group effort, of course. Okay, so at first, he just showed me one spell, because I threw out the challenge of making a good fire crystal setup and or spell. So he just showed me one. Gave it a cool name too, actually. Archon Fire. It's an enchantment. Now this shows another concept I've been talking about recently, that the fire crystal spells work really well with themselves. As you can see, this damage is getting a little out of hand. I mean, look, oh, geez, I need to make more fire crystals. That's a first. Let's make a bunch. I might need a bunch for the build he's doing. I haven't like memorized what the components are. I know fire crystals in a couple of the spells, obviously, because that was the challenge I threw out. Ooh, 4,820 over 5. So that would be like 900. Well, it might not be accurate because the thing didn't have that much life. Put on a boss one, see what happens. 482 a second. So this game actually does its dot ticks in half-second intervals. Interesting. Because that technically would be 42 every half second would be 4,820 over 5. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. That's kind of cool. Now, he actually gave me a full loadout as well, so we're going to go do that. Archon Fire, I don't believe was one of the components, but I'll just remake it if it was. Okay, so he tells me the robe first. He calls it Remove Hands from Keyboard. This is interesting. I'm going to actually name it that. I'm going to Robe of Hands-Free Casting. There we go. That'll kind of give you the right idea. Okay. Harpy A, so we're flying. Owlbear 2, so that the defense value equals 100% or more. So you can use like 2 Bs for that, actually, if you want to. Yeah, I can just go B, and then B, and then you've got 120, which is enough. And Diamond, so you're not kicking yourself around, which is important. And then at that point he says, the rest of the slots don't matter. There's a couple of options, he says. If you're doing Murderfest, use the Quiver in case you need the Invulnerability Shield, in case you screw up. Bricks if you're using direct damage, although we're not going to be. Philosopher's Stone, Ice, or Rift Crystal for backup defenses, you know, if you just want to be tanky as hell. And I think we do. So, we're going to put 1 stone on, because it doesn't really stack beyond 1 A rank Philosopher's Stone anyway. Try the Ice Shield, I guess. Give me a little more durability. And screw it, we're going to put all the different suggestions for durability he put on here. So 22% chance of not taking damage, and then you have to bypass 25 free hit points we have, and then you have to bypass basically my entire mana bar to hit me. And then I'm probably immune to damage anyway. So we're not going to die. Hopefully. You know, famous last words. The Wand. Remove hands from keyboard 2. Enchantment Fairy Wing, Rift Crystal in the remaining slots. Okay, so this is just a straight up teleport on the wand. This is cool. I like how this build is actually kind of simple. Showing that, you know, you don't always have to make these really complicated, like, multi-part spells. Because sometimes you just stack the materials and you get the effect you desire. Although I could see this going even further teleport-wise. But I mean, if it's a quick, rapid-fire teleport, you really don't need it to go very far because you're using it for little amazing adjustments. You're using it for tiny little adjustments instead of Well, yeah, it doesn't need to be A in all of them. Okay, so I have my defenses. Now, I don't have my hand on the Wasset at all. Now, would you look at that? It actually keeps the Owlbear effect. Okay. So yeah, if you literally don't have your hand on the keyboard and hitting the Wasset buttons at all, you're not counting as moving. Now, I didn't have that. I tried to do this in another episode and it didn't work. I guess maybe I keep adjusting a lot when I hit the... Because, like, you know, you even hit a single tap of a button, that happens. Okay. Alright, so we've got that going on. Robes of Hand-Free Casting. I'm going to call this the Wand of the Immobile Mage. Okay. I don't... Did he have Archon Fire in the first slot? I don't think so. No, he had Fallen Archon Fire, which is one that's Soul Contract powered instead, which is neat. Can I go back? No, I just have to type the whole thing again. That's fine. Fallen Archon Fire. Okay, so it's... No, there's actually a specific way he says to do this. You have to have... You have to have at least... Okay, what it is the even number of your spell slots is fire, and then the odd number of your spell slots is contracts. So, he said, like, he has a little chart here. It says if you have 3 slots, you have 1 contract, 2 fire. If you have 4 slots, you have 2 and 2. If you have 5 slots, you have 2 and 3, and so on. So for 7, you would have 3 contracts. You would have 3 contracts. I'm assuming you max them out. Yeah, because you're going to be casting off health anyway, and you're going to be invulnerable, so... What do you care? And then you put 4 fires in there. And the whole thing is an enchantment, of course. Oh my god. 2,510. 3,763. 5,015 over 5. So that's technically 501, probably like 502 on the off ticks, unless the game rounds down all the time, on per second, or per half second. That's crazy. I love that. Now, does he have another spell? Other spell and artifact are open. Okay, so there isn't anything there. But some form of direct damage is useful for bosses. Feel free to buff with Soul Contract since you're invulnerable anyway. Artifact slot. I like getting greedy with BB's Ring, but Basil's Hourglass is fun too. Fairy Companion is also good if looting is important. Yeah, I'm gonna go Fairy Companion since we don't have, like, Vacuum Cleaner on the robe or anything like that. And I mean, we're not gonna need to worry about health at all, really. And we can use Soul Contract for our other spells, so we don't need to worry about mana that much either. Something for bosses, he said, was the thing. Because this is, like, the Fire Crystal spell is for killing hordes of dudes. Although I could see the Fire Crystal spell being really good against bosses that are made out of a lot of parts, which is a good couple of them, actually. Spell of Kill Everything? Sure. Spell of Kill Everything, why not? Since we've got room for it. Ah, we need another... What do I need for the Soul Contract? Orange and mint. Mint orange. I almost think I've had that before. Probably in a toothpaste. Okay. Do we have an orange? We have an orange? Oh, we don't have a mint, though. Balls. Alright, well, we'll just have to settle for a slightly less efficient Spell of Kill Everything. That's fine. Bleh. All the splits. Okay, let's see. Laser beams powered by blood. That steal hit... Although I don't even need to steal hit points now, do I? No, because... Wow. Craziness. Shite. What do I do? Okay, well, I do need piercing. Whoops. I don't know why that first letter thing keeps happening. I don't know if that's my keyboard or if that's the game. Whoa Constrictor, if you're watching this, and I hope you are, you know, tell me what's the deal with that first letter thing when you're typing in your spell. If that's some little foobar. Yeah, sure. Juice it up. Why not? Okay, so. Hands off the keyboard. We're not touching the keyboard. As long as we keep teleporting to move everywhere, we are completely invulnerable. Okay, so. No, we've been doing the desert a bit lately. Let's go do the caves. Let's go do the caves. Oh, that's pretty. Even with my visuals turned down a bit so the computer doesn't chug all the time. That is pretty. Oh, I gotta... Can't do that one because I need specific material, so... Ooh. Is that gonna be a problem? Nah. Let's find out. Well, let's find out. Let's see if this build actually does have something that counters it. Oh. Bad accuracy kind of counters it because I can't... There we go. Oh, it looks like the game rounds up. Interesting. I can light them on fire by lighting the ice on fire. That's funny. Wow, this is a ridiculous build. This is literally God mode. Like, I am the god of fire at the moment. I love this. Figures the devs would have a setup like this. Although, it is something you can do entirely within the game engine. And, like, this isn't like, you know, this isn't them turning on the console or anything and screwing with the spell effects inherently. This is literally just, this is what you can do in this game. I love it. Actually, I can keep my other hand open for my drink now. Good times. Oh wow, that was a very efficient cast. Yeah, you gotta clump everything together. You know, I'd almost want to make the second spell that Vorpal Grenade spell we had before, just to suck people in. Ah, right, I don't have explosions. Yeah, since you're invulnerable anyway, you might as well just teleport right into people. And, like, just point blank the fireball in their face. And then, let the fire do its job. Wow. So we finally found a really effective use for the fire crystal spell. Like, would this have worked before the buff it had? Probably, but probably wouldn't be as explosively awesome. Just because, well, you know, it's literally... Fire crystal literally just got a numbers upgrade. Watching the fire spread is always fun. The immobile invulnerable Pyromancer. That's what this build is. I love it. Yeah. Wow, sorry if I'm not got a lot of commentary for this, but this build is, like, insanely good. A lot of freedom with it, too, because, like, most of your setup, you don't need a whole lot of, like, gas or anything. Okay, we're going to probably need the second spell for this. Come on. Rah! There we go. My version of extreme power. Just fire all the laser beams at it. Oh wow, this is fun. Very interesting build, actually. I didn't realize the owlbear effect worked like this if you teleported. Because to me, it felt like it didn't work. I don't know. Maybe that's something they changed in the patch. I'd have to. There's like, well, kind of no way for me to double check now because I can't play the older version of the game. I mean, I don't think I can I? Could I, like, uninstall it, reinstall it, and then, like, not allow Steam to update it? Would that work? I don't know. Maybe. Although it might not let me play, But, I'm pretty sure, like... I don't know. Maybe I'm just fat-fingering my WASD button sometimes when I'm playing the game. Okay. But yeah, so the fact that this works now is really cool. Plus, you could also do like a ton of bricks build where you, instead of using the fire crystal, you use like more direct damage spells, like that. Spell of kill everything. It's my first big spell, and I still love it to pieces. Although I have to admit that version is a little different because it's using stuff that isn't the like lifesteal and all that. But you know, same idea. All the splits, explosions, laser beams. Get all the women. It's all good. Or men, if you're into that, I guess. You know, whatever floats your boat. I don't judge. You know, to quote an infamous sitcom, not that there's anything wrong with that. Wow. This is insane. Did you bring back any valuable crystals? Those are, school property. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Gotta get out of the ice. I mean, I could have teleported out, but... so this episode might be short, but I don't know, I'm half thinking... Actually, I'm half thinking something here now. I'm gonna see if Mummer Mage can do, like, a toned-down version of the build. Because, I mean, he's not as far in the game anyway. What was I doing here? I must have been trying some Infinite Rune Mage build or whatever. Okay, so... we only have 5 components. So... okay, well, the first spell... okay, first we need... you need Harpy Feather. You need 2 Owlbear Traps. And you need a Diamond. So you need at least 4 slots to do this setup. But I think you can do it on a budget, which is cool. And then I've got a free slot anyway, so, vacuum cleaner on robe? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Okay, so we've got that. This spell is just a teleport anyway, so this is easy enough to do. Like, you can literally do this with only 3 slots if you wanted to. I've got less A Rift Crystals on this build, or on this character. That's fine. Now, okay, we have 5. So that means we need 2 Fallen... or we need 2 Soul Contracts. And we need 3 Fire Crystals, if I've got the math right. For the most efficiency. Yeah, 2 and 3. Okay, yep. And you know what? I'm going to take this build to the last boss. I'm going to take this build to the last boss. I'm going to prove how good it is by doing that. Okay. So we need a direct damage spell, so the compact spell of kill everything. Oh, it's not a it's not a laser beam. What am I doing? Do I need it to be this powerful? Yeah, I do. I do. That's... oh, that's off mana. Why am I doing it off mana? Do it off health. There we go. We don't need the flask, that's for sure, because, well, we're not taking damage. Well, he did say Chaotic Evil Ring was the setup. Going big with it. Get greedy. Alright, so hands off keyboard. Alright. And then this is just bit. Bit. Oh no, that's not an enchantment yet. There we go. Okay. Like, you're literally seeing like half the damage, but I mean, I'm in an earlier new game cycle with this build, or with this character, so I don't need it to be as, you know, as ridiculously poignant. Alright. Final level. The Laser Mountains of Death Deadly. Now that you've survived a whole month, I actually have to give you your paycheck. But before I do, I have one more quest for you. It's totally not a suicide mission or anything. I need you to retrieve the Terminal Killinator from the Laser Mountains of Death Deadly. Once you have it, take it to the Murder Mountains of Suicide. Don't let the name scare you, it means place where no one ever dies. At the marshes, drink as much of the water as you can, with the more stagnant the better. Then, oh, I don't know, run around with scissors or something. Oh, everything goes crazy. Everything's gone white and quiet. Boop. And now we have the awesome, trippy as hell afterlife sequence. I do love this sequence. Collect the little things, get stronger, bypass things, start killing the red dudes, start getting more power. Your shots become more and more ridiculous. It's good fun. Ah, come on. There we go. I have like a double jump. I have like one jump and then another. Geez, what a profound statement, Michael. I have a double jump. I have one jump and another. This, of course, is what a double jump means. What a profound statement. Okay, now we're starting to get the crazy shots. Now we've got like triple shots, bouncing shots, homing shots, faster shots. Just noticed. Seeing vacuum cleaner effect, pulling people in. So while I might have your ear, Woa, I'm kind of curious. Is this sequence done by literally giving you like infinite spell slots and then just eventually putting every component in the game in the spell? Because I'm kind of curious to see how this whole thing works. Because like, if that's how it is, man, I'd love there to be like a sandbox mode where you have infinite spell slots. That would be glorious. Or, you know, at least you have like, I don't know, like 20 or something arbitrarily large like that. Or like literally enough to put every spell in the game in one spell. So that you can just see what happens. Oh! Die, little red things. I don't even know what you are, but die, I need your power. I need to come back to life. So I can save the day and get my paycheck. Oh! It's time to go back. You have a job to do. Oh, right. I have flying on. Whee! Okay. Alright, we've all seen this before. Actually, why do I have my hand on the keyboard? Not supposed to have my hand on the keyboard. At Azazel's Academy for the Monstrously Gifted, students can enjoy a quality magical education regardless of their monsterness. Until a security guard shows up and gets rid of the place. Not quite densely packed enough in here. So you know what? Ah, I still didn't make it a laser beam. Ah, that's fine. The shurikens of kill everything will work. Oh yeah. Still doing a number. Well, in this case, I actually could have packed a ton of bricks on here. Excuse me, gentlemen. Oops. There we go. Skip this little section down here. Although I'll show you that, like, if I can, yeah. It's like, you know, you're in here and you have to like jump around to figure out where to go. But, you know, a real mage just teleports. Hey, Tipsy. How's it going? How did you get here? Tipsy takes a drink from his flask. Magic. Why is it not lighting it on fire? What? Is this ice immune to fire? What the hell? That is not how the type chart works, people. Ice is supposed to take super effective damage from fire. Haven't you played Pokemon? Oh well. The shurikens will kill everything. They'll, get the job done. Especially since I can cast them for nothing. Okay, so we got this one opened up. We can scoot over here, grab the key, scoot around down here, shuriken the ice a little more. Huh. What the heck? Not lighting the ice on fire. Whoa, is that intentional? I mean, it's kind of cool that it's like, you know, the last boss is literally screwed with the rules of magic so much that she can make ice that's immune to fire. Ice that literally never melts. But, that seems a little off, game mechanically. I don't know. Just a thought. Alright, Alright, I'll have to move a little bit here to wiggle in here and get the key. But then we'll wait. Let our shield regenerate. Okay, and we're good to go. Come on, get out of my way, ice. Oh, get out of my way. Mummer coming through. This Mummer's coming in whether he's loud or not. Man, I kind of wish the BB's Chaotic Evil Ring charged up by killing the ice. I'd have like 300 or some odd freaking bonus damage by now. Hello again, Tipsy. How's it going? Wait, how did you get here first? Now that I'm thinking about it. I guess he just respawned with magic again. Teleport up to the boss room. Hello, Azazel. How you doing? Still pretty rude. That just seems like needless escalation. And then, brah, she turns into horrible spider monster that still has her hair somehow. I still have my shield. Okay. I'm gonna let the fire kill her. Does that do anything? Oh! It hurt herself. I can literally sit here and let her kill herself. I guess it's a failsafe if you really don't have any materials that can kill her. Although now this is making me rethink the whole idea of speedrunning this game. Because if she can kill herself for me, then I don't actually need as good materials to beat the game on like the first cycle as fast as possible. That's interesting. Come on. Okay, now she's not doing it. Oh no, there we go. And she killed herself. So that didn't quite go as expected. Do you feel that rumbling? Probably shouldn't have fought at the top of the tower. Trying to get her to say all of her lines. Aw. Okay, bullet hell's shooter section. Crud, how does this work with... Oh. Hello. Okay, well if I stay right here, it still counts as me not moving. Oh, okay, it still works. I guess the harpy feather really doesn't do anything here on the robe. Again, this is how wizards fight. This is how proper wizards fight, I think. Again, like, it should look like a crazy, like practically a crazy anime fight if you think about it. You know, people flying in the air, laser blasts going everywhere. Just tons of just stuff. magical stuff everywhere. Actually, I want to get her with the fire. Here. Gotcha. Oh, I almost got her in one cast. Yeah, she's only got like 3,000 life in this form, but she's, you know, mobile as hell. There we go. Gotcha. Bleh. Okay, technically that shouldn't have happened. I have the harpy feather on my robe. I shouldn't have fell down there. And now, well, now I have nothing on my robe, unfortunately. Oh, come on. Damn it. Like the anticlimactic little poof when she dies. I have to admit, that's funny. Unfortunately, this next section sucks. Not much to be done. Oh, now you show up, Chaotic Evil Ring. Nick Pavo. That's Whoa Constrictor. He's the guy who gave me this build and has been very good on the forums to keep in contact with me with this whole YouTube channel thing. So thank you very much, Nick. Thank you. But thank you everybody, of course, the whole team. But, you know, Nick's been keeping it personal. So I like that. Thank you for playing. Now I wonder, will this stay here if I don't touch anything? Because I want to kind of put my subscription in the sign as usual. Will it stay there? Or will it fade out? No, it fades out. Okay, we'll get Mummer Mage somewhere where we can park him and show off. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and thank you for subscribing and following my Twitter, which is in the description below, and all that. Mummer Mage is in another new game cycle, so he'll be able to get 6th level slots. He'll almost be caught up to Black Mage soon enough. And, you know, considering what he looks like, starting the game being kicked out of his house, that seems appropriate. Anyway, thank you so much for watching all that good stuff. Again, Twitter in the description. Subscription will be the Dragon School bookstore up here, actually, since we don't want to get to the college all in this one episode. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the Twitter and all that stuff, and ciao.